is up, guys? It's the Pi Guy and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Pythagorean Theorem and how we can use it to find the length of the hypotenuse. So let's get started. Alright, so what is the Pythagorean Theorem? We use the Pythagorean Theorem to find the hypotenuse of a right triangle. We also use it to find the distance between 2 points. But we're going to save that second part for our next video on specifically finding the distance between 2 points using the Pythagorean Theorem. So what does this all mean? Well, a right triangle is any triangle with a 90-degree angle. So here we have a triangle that has 3 sides, but this one's very special because right here, this little square here symbolizes that this is a 90-degree angle, which makes it a right triangle. And also, we have a hypotenuse, which is always the side that is opposite of our right angle here. So our right angle pretty much just points at the hypotenuse. Alright, and what we call these 2 sides here, we just call them legs. So they're not the hypotenuse, but they're the legs. Okay, so what's special about this is we can use the Pythagorean Theorem to find the length of any side when we're given 2 sides. So we'll just label these A and B. We'll always label the legs A and B, and we'll always label the hypotenuse C. So if we're given sides A and B, we can find the length of C. And if we're given sides A and C, we can find B. And if we're given B and C, we can find A. So that's what we use the Pythagorean Theorem for, just to find the length of sides. So what is the formula for the Pythagorean Theorem? The Pythagorean Theorem is the most commonly known formula in mathematics, and it's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, so we have a here, and b here, and we have c here. Okay? So in example 1, we're given a right triangle that has side lengths of a equals 3, b equals 4, and we need to find what c is. So what is the hypotenuse length of c? Alright, so let's write out our Pythagorean Theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. And a is 3, so let's put in 3 here. So we have 3 squared. 4 is b, so put in 4 here, squared. And we don't know what c is yet, so we're just going to leave it at c squared. Alright, so now we just have to simplify this left side here and solve for c. So 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. So 9 plus 16 equals c squared. Alright, 9 plus 16 is 25 equals c squared. And lastly, we're just going to take the square root of both sides. That's going to give us c equals 5. So our length here is 5. Okay. Alright, so example 2, we're given a right triangle with side lengths a equals 7 and b equals 9. What is the length of side c, the hypotenuse? Alright, so our hypotenuse, always opposite from the right angle here. Let's call this bottom leg here 7 because it's shorter and it's a smaller number. And we'll call the longer leg 9. So let's write our Pythagorean Theorem is equal to c squared. Okay. So our a is 7. It says right here in the problem, 7. So 7 squared. Our b is 9. Oops. Nine squared, and we're just left with c squared because we don't know that yet. Alright, so now we just have to simplify the left side here. We have 49 plus 9 squared, which is 81, and that's equal to c squared. Now we add these two numbers, so 49 plus 81, that's equal to 130. and c squared. Okay. Lastly, we just have to take the square root of both sides, so c equals the square root of 130, or c is approximately 11.4. Alright, so for our last example here, we're given a right triangle with side length of b equals 6 and a hypotenuse of 10. What is the length of the missing leg? Okay, so we have 6 over here. We're going to call this side B. We're looking for A, and our C is 10. So this still works the same, even though we're not looking for the hypotenuse. Now we're looking for a leg. We can still use the Pythagorean theorem. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We have B and C, we just need to find A. So since we don't have A, we're just going to call it A squared. Our side length is 6, so 6 squared. And our hypotenuse is 10, so 10 squared. Alright, so let's just simplify this a little bit. A squared, 6 squared is 36, and 10 squared is 100. Now I'm just going to subtract 36 from both sides, so 36 here, this goes away, it's 0. Over here, 100 minus 36 is 64. All that's left on this side is a squared. Lastly, we just have to take the square root of both sides, so a equals 8. So our missing leg here is 8. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video or thought it was helpful, please give it a like and comment down below what you guys would like to see in my next video. If you thought a part was confusing, please feel free to screenshot and send it to me via Twitter, Instagram, or email, all of which are linked down in the description, and I'll definitely help you guys out with it. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.